Hi, this is a software we modified as per your requirement. So coming to the software, first we will see about the master operations. Here you can see the shipping masters: operational master, material master, source and destination, transporter, trip rate, asset and vehicle masters. So the operational master means, see, whatever the invoice items you are making, so you can make a master for that particular item. So the common items you can get it from the list. So we already created some master list, that is transportation, port handling, MOFAC station, token, metric, attestation charges, customs duty. So all this kind of invoice items are common in when you are making the invoice. So you can make a master for that. So later when you make the invoice, so when you type 2 or 3 words, so it will come the list. So you can just select the item and you can just put the amount. So that is the operational masters. And coming to the material master, so you are dealing different kinds of materials like gypsum, marble sheet, whatever. So all that kind of materials you can add it here. So this all, it's useful when you are making the job and all. And coming to source and destination, from where to where you are transporting your item, the customer items. Like, so the source you can set that DP World or Jazeera port, or what you call Abu Dhabi port. Whatever the port you are handling, you can put the source from this port to this destination. You are transporting the item. So all that kind of sources we can add it here. So you can just type the name, just enter, and you can save it. And the destination also you can add it, like from this DP port to Iraq port, Abu Dhabi port, or the customer location. All you can add it here. Okay, and you can save it here. Okay, then coming to the transporter. So if you are renting the transport from outside, like see, you have your own transportation, and maybe sometimes if you are lack of transport resources, so you can take the transport from outside. You can hire the transport from outside. So that hired transporter details you can add it here. So this is useful when you are making the payments to the transporter, all that you will have the record of the transporter. Then coming to the trip rates. So the trip rates you can set for each customer, like like from DP World to this destination. Okay, and for this material and for this customer. So you can predefine the trip rates for each customer, for each material, and from each source to destination. So for this customer, see, I'm sending the items from DP World to his destination, like Iraq Saint Marbles. So his location is in Ras Al Khaimah, and the material is marble. So whatever the material we are adding in the master, it will come here. So I'm sending the marble sheet to this customer from this source to this source, and this is the customer. So you can choose the customer from here. You will have the customer list here. You can just select the customer, and here you can put the rate. This is the standard rate, but when you are sending the actual items to the customer, you can change the rate. Now this is trip rates for single container and trip rates for double container. This is for the commission of driver. Trip rates, single container and double container. And customer rate, this is the rate for the customer. Like for single container, for one trip you are charging 500. For double container, this charge. So like this you can set the rate for each customer, for each material, and from this source to this destination. Okay, and then coming to asset and vehicle master. So here you can add all your vehicles here. Okay, if you have trucks like 5 trucks, 10 trucks, all trucks, you can add it here. You can add it here. Mercedes truck. Okay, and you can put the chassis number, the engine number, the vehicle make, all you can add it here, and see it up, the truck or pickup or whatever. Okay, and the purchase details, if you want, you can add it here, from where you purchase this truck, and the registration information you can add it here. For what is the registration date and what is the expiry date of the Mulkia, and the plate number, and the registered emirate, and the TC number, and insurance, which insurance, and the insurance type, full cover or third party, the policy number, insurance starting and insurance ending, all information about your truck or whatever your own vehicles, you can add it here. And plus you can add all your assets also, like in your office you have chairs, you have maybe some other computers, laptops, some other assets, all assets you can add it here. So you can add all that assets, and the picture also you can add it here. And for the vehicle also you can add the attachments, like for the vehicle you can add the vehicle picture, the Mulkia, the insurance card, all you can add it here. Okay, you can add any number of attachments here. So once you create all your master, you are ready to start your program. So first we are creating the job. So in the job you will have the job ID. So this is auto generated number, and the job number you can put it here, and the job date and bill of lading number, and the consignee. The consignee you can select from here, or you can add it here. If it is a new consignee, you can add all their informations here, and it will automatically come. Or if it is an existing consignee, you can just select. Okay, and the material, what kind of material you are dealing. So the material list already we created in the master, so when you type it will automatically come. So you can just select, and the quantity we can mention here, and the DO you can put it here, extension you can put it here, DPW, and duty, declaration, request number, and from which source to which destination you are sending this material, you can add it here, like DP World. This already we added in the master, so when you type it will automatically come the list. ADH Saint Marbles, and trip rate. So for this material we have not added the trip rates for this customer, so the rate not coming automatically. Okay, if you are choosing the material which already you set the rate. Okay, now you see, now you check, now this for this customer and this item, from this source to this destination we already set the trip rates for this customer, that's why it's already came. See the 500 trip rate and 600 double container rate. So this is the predefined rate. If you want to change, we can change. If you want to increase the rate, for example 550 for one container, you can put it, and 650 two container, we can put it 250 650. Okay, done by status opened. Okay, so I just saved. Now more than your existing job card, we added some extra field, that is the source port, destination port, and the trip rates. So this is why when you are making the trip entries, so the rate automatically they will calculate in the trip entries. So that's why we added source port and destination port. So for this job, for this material, you are dealing from this source port to this port or this destination, and with this rate. So once you make this job card, the rate and everything set, so when you are entering the trips, it will automatically pull all the details. Now we can see that now we created the job. Now we are start entering the trips. When you click here, trip rates, trip ID automatically will come, and when you type the job number, it will automatically list, or you can select from here. So when you select, see, the automatically the all the details came, the customer name came, and the source port come, destination port came, and the transporter, get clear shipping, driver, just saying, marble quantity. Now one container. Now if I put single, see, the automatically the rate already came here 500, and commission is 100. So we can edit that one. So it came here. Okay, now we see that how to create the jobs. Now we will see that for our driver, see, we already added all our assets and vehicles here. Now we will add our employees information also, employees information. Now we added one driver. Okay, this is his information, department, designation, everything. So whatever the employees you are adding in the driver, so it will come automatically when you are typing the trip entries. Okay, when you type here A, it will come automatically the driver people you already added in your system. Okay, and the source also same, whatever the source you added in the master, it will automatically come. Whatever the destination you added in the system, it will automatically come. The material also, whatever the material you added in the system, it will automatically come. And the token number, the load CND, and the job number, you can choose from here. Okay, when you choose the existing job, all the details will come here. So you can just add the trip details. Okay, you can add all the trips here. So it will come one by one, it will come in the list. So if you want to edit anything, you can just call that number trip ID. Okay, so it will come the details, and you can change whatever the things you want to change, you can change it. Okay, and this trip details you can see here in the operations, trip details. So here you can see all the trip details. If you just click search, it will show all the trips. Okay, so here you can see that on this date, job number, for this job number, for this customer, this transporter from destination, and driver, this one, load CND, token, transaction, single or double, material, quantity, custom, commission, and customer rate. And if you want to see a particular job only, okay, then you can see here, you can choose the job here, JB, then search, JB, there is no such data. Okay, so these are the filtering options. You can search the trips by the material wise or the driver wise. You can choose that. If you select the driver, so all the trips related to this driver only it will show. Then the vehicle number wise, you can select the trip details, and the destination and transporter wise you can select the trip details. All this information you can convert to Excel or PDF. Coming to your expenses, your daily expenses, okay, you can choose the expenses. Say for example for customs duty, okay, you can select customs duty, okay, customs duty, okay, description, customs duty paid for Genox customer, okay, Dubai customs, and job number you can select from here, okay, and you can put the amount, total amount, how much, okay. If it is a zero rated tax, you can put it here, okay. You can put the bill number here, okay, and you can choose the cash, from which cash, your main cash or your cash from the accountant or cash from any other accountant. You can choose it here, you can update. If it is the cash paid by the driver, you can choose that cash from cash with the driver name. You can select it and you can update it. This is the spot payment, and if you are just booking the expenses and you are paying later, that is you can expense pay later, you can book it in the expense pay later, and here you can put for example some vehicle maintenance or something, maintenance, but you are just entering this is related to this particular job, and vehicle number is RAK 900, okay, description, oil change or fuel expense, okay, then you can choose that fuel expenses from here, taxi, that fuel expenses I have not added in the system, okay, so I'm just selecting any other, okay, then you can put the amount, how much, and if it is a tax related taxable expenses, you can put the standard tax. If it is not taxable, then you can put it zero tax, okay, you can save it here, and this amount you can pay later, okay. That is the two different screens. One for the spot payment expenses you can enter here, and the expense pay later you can enter here. And coming to the invoices, okay, when you choose the job number, it will automatically it will select the customer, okay, okay, and here you can add all the items. That items we already added in the master, like port handling, okay, port handling. When you type, some rate will automatically come, you can change it here, whatever the rate you are charging to that customer, you can add it here. Metric, you can add it here, whatever the amount coming, we can add it here. Like this we can add it, and you can save it as a pending. Okay, now I will show you the previous one. So this is the previous invoices for this customer, customs duty, DO, DPW, MF. So whatever the items, if you want to add in the invoice, you can add it here. You can print the invoice. Okay, two format is there. One format is like the standard tax format. So here it will come here, the rate, the VAT percentage, the VAT amount, the total amount, and how much what total, and your bank details. So on all the details it came here. You can print it, or you can export to PDF and you can send it to email. Okay, And the other option is your existing format, like there is no unit rate, there is no tax separate, all in one line, and the taxable amount, non-taxable amount total here, and taxable amount total here, and the details here. Okay, so this is the invoice details. Now coming to the job details, see here you can see all your jobs here. Okay, so whatever the jobs you can you already had opened, you can see all the jobs here, job date, concerning name, and the status, all you can see here. Okay, you can see here status opened, closed, or finished, and the information you can see here, and the expenses as on date you can see here. Okay, so when you create the job and you are sending you are spending the money on that job, like customs duty you are paying, the port handling you are paying, attestation charges you are paying, so whatever the expenses you are spending on that particular job, you can see it here, expenses as on date. So as on date till today, this much amount you spend on this job, and this much amount you invoiced already. Okay, and this is much amount customer paid, and this much amount the customer balance. So in one screen you can see all your job information, the expenses as on date, and the total invoices you make for that customer on that date, and how much amount customer paid and how much balance now from customer. So when you double click, we can see the job details here. Okay, and you can export this information to PDF or Excel. So in one screen you can see all your job information, the expenses, the income, everything here. This is one option. This is the job and the status. Now the another option is we can see costing details. So the costing details means, see in the first screen, the first screen, previous screen, you just see how much is the expenses as on date and how much you make the invoices. But in this screen we can see the details of the expenses. Now see this, for this job 1000 is my expenses as on date. So you want to see that how this 1000 came. So when you double click on that, you will see how the amount came. Okay, so this is on bank charges, and if you have any other expenses, it will come. Now see driver's commission. See, this driver's commission is automatically calculating, because when you are sending the material to the customer for this job, so you are paying the commission to the driver. So when you are making the trip entries here, and you are selecting the driver, and you are selecting the job, and you are selecting all the information, so the system will automatically calculate for this particular job how much you are paying to the driver as a commission. So this is the commission 220. So this is automatically calculating. So when you are entering the trip entries, the system will automatically calculate all the details. So no need to enter again, or no need to calculate again how much you want to pay for the driver, how much you want to make invoice to from the customer. All, no need to worry. When you are entering the trip rates, and when you are setting all the rates, everything in the master setting, the system will automatically calculate all the information. So here in the screen you can see the how much as on date, how much you spend on this job, and how much you invoice, and how much is your profit. Now see, for this job your expense is 1000, but you still not invoiced to the customer, so you are in loss position, like minus 1000. And for this customer, 220 is your expenses for this particular job, and you already invoiced 17,615 from the customer, so your profit is 17395. That means your invoice amount minus your expenses for that job is your profit. So this all information, that is we can control by the user permission. So this information only the management people can see. Okay. Okay. And other things like the overdue customers, you can see here, just click here, so you can see all the overdue customers. So okay, this all the customers, this much amount pending. Okay, so you can export this report to Excel or PDF. And if suppose this customer is going to pay now 16,000 is his balance. For example, he is paying 10,000, so just double click, put the amount here, 10,000. How much he is paying, cash, credit card, bank transfer, whatever. Okay, you can choose to which bank he is transferring the information, and just click here, pay. Okay, it's finished, and the receipt voucher you can print it. Now his balance came down from 16,000 to now 6,615. So this is the main operations area I'm showing you, and more than that there is all the options like the financial, like the bank entries, the expenses, bank account, statement of account, customer statement, financial view, and the document management, like for your documents, whatever the documents your expiring documents, like for the employees documents, the company's document, all you can add it here. So you can add a reminder also, like Mulkia renewal, visa renewal, new visa, all information you can add it here. Okay, so when you select the type, so you can see here, see this is the employees document, and the document date document is expiring on this much date, and this is the remaining days. So your system will have now, whatever I show you, that is the only the main operational part. More than that, you will have the employees information, your company document information, your financial information, your day-to-day operations like your purchases, everything integrated in the system.